Hello everyone, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I go by the name Tete Tay, and if you are watching this video, it means you are preparing to embark on your Erasmus Mundus journey. Congratulations on being awarded your scholarship. I have titled this video Erasmus Mundus Starter Pack because I want to share some essential tips and a checklist for those of you coming from Ghana or any other African region. These insights will help you prepare before leaving your home country. I wish I had done some of these things, or I wish I had known some of these things before I left my home country. So I hope this information will be beneficial for you. But before we dive into this video, if this is the first time you are visiting my channel, I am glad that you are here. Please consider subscribing and then turning on notifications so that you will be alerted whenever I post a new video. All right, let's get started. I began my Erasmus Mundus journey in September 2021 and completed my master's degree in July 2023. Before leaving Ghana, there were several logistical things I wish I had taken care of, and I want to share those things with you. Okay, so these things that I'm sharing with you does not necessarily mean that I didn't do all of them. I did some of them, but I was not able to do some of them. So I would give you the clear distinction as this video goes on. So the first thing that you would need are your documents or your particulars. Okay, so first and foremost, you have to ensure that you have all your important documents ready. Okay, so all the documents that you used in your application process, as well as your passport. So together with your passport, you would need your academic transcripts, your degree certificates, and then your scholarship letter, all the forms of funding, or all the documents that you received from your school or from the scholarship consortium. Make sure that you have all those documents in your bag. Okay, so make sure that these documents are in your carry-on bag. That is the bag that you would take together with you into the plane. Okay, so the next thing that you would do has to do with packing. Okay, so now let's talk about your packing process and the things that you would need. I recommend that you bring 2 suitcases. Okay, so one large one and then one medium-sized one. And then when booking your flight, you will typically be allowed 23 kg per suitcase, which means you can carry a total of 46 kg. Okay, and additionally, you can have your carry-on bag. That carry-on bag is what you send together with you into the plane. Okay, so with your 2 suitcases, one can be large and one can be medium, but just make sure that they do not exceed 46 kg. Okay, and when you book your flight, automatically these two the 2 bags with the weight of 46 kg are already added. Okay, so when you are packing, just remember that in your carry-on bag, it should contain your important documents. That is, all the documents that I've mentioned earlier on, and then your electronics like your laptop, your iPad, and anything that you may need immediately upon arrival, including your phone as well. Okay, and then in your first suitcase, probably the large size suitcase, you can fill it with your clothes and then your personal items. However, you do not need to pack your entire wardrobe. Okay, you can find affordable clothing in Europe, especially in charity shops or stores like TK Maxx, Primark, and the rest. It depends on the country that you are going to find yourself in. I am specifically letting you know about the things to pack, because when it comes to Erasmus Mundus programs, you move from one country to the other per semester. So if you have too many clothes in your bag, your luggage is going to keep on increasing, and this is going to be very detrimental for you when it comes to traveling in between countries. Okay, so bear in mind that you would be paying for travel costs throughout your whole study, so you can't keep on increasing your luggage size. When you are packing your clothes, it is advisable to pack African prints or African clothes if that is what you are into. If not, you do not need a lot of clothes because you can always purchase from some of the charity shops and then shops like TK Maxx and Primark, like I said earlier on. It depends on the country that you are in, but definitely you are going to find affordable clothes to buy. Also make sure that you have at least one winter jacket. You do not need 2, 3, 4. No, none of that. Just have one and then you are good to go. I made a mistake of packing a lot of clothes. Some clothes are in my bag that I haven't touched since I arrived in Europe. Do not make that mistake. And also, when I was moving from country to country, I had to throw some of my clothes away because I realized that when I was in my first country, that was the United Kingdom, I ended up going to Primark and buying some clothes as well. And then it made my luggage oversized, and then I couldn't pay for more luggage space, so I had to throw some of the clothes away. So this is one mistake that you do not want to do. You do not want to be like me. Okay, so then the second suitcase, this is also another place where I made a huge mistake. Okay, so you can fill your second suitcase with food items that you may not easily find in Europe. But remember, I told you I packed a lot of clothes, so my second suitcase was also filled with some clothes before I added some foodstuffs, just a few things like my shito, my gari, and my plantain chips. But if I had known, I would have kept that bag entirely for food. Okay, so I would have had my gari, my plantain chips, my kinky, anything that is going to help me survive within the first 2 to 3 months. Fill that bag with food. Trust me, you are going to appreciate having this food along with you on your journey. And then another thing I have to let you know when it comes to the food is that if you do not know how to cook, please, I beg of you, start learning how to cook before you leave your home country. I had to learn this the hard way. Fortunately for you, there are a lot of videos on YouTube that can show you how to cook. So that was how I was able to learn how to cook different food whilst here in Europe. But fortunately for you, you are already at home. So let your parents, your sister, anybody there show you how to cook before you arrive in Europe. If you do not know how to cook, if you know how to cook, congratulations, and then you are good to go. So the third thing that we are looking at is travel arrangements. Okay, so once your bags are packed, don't forget to coordinate your travel from the airport to your school. Okay, sometimes the distance can be significant, so it is essential to plan ahead. If you know anyone in the country, you can reach out to them for assistance. If not, it is important for you to contact your school's international office, and they would definitely be there to help you. For instance, in my case, the school arranged travel from the airport, so it is always important to reach out to ask if the school is going to arrange travel from the airport to the school, and I didn't have to pay a dime. The school paid for my travel from the airport to the school. So make sure you always contact the international office and ask if there's an offer like that. If not, ask them if they can arrange for something for you and that you would have to pay at a subsidized price. Always ask questions. Always make sure to send that email to ask that question. Okay, so the fourth thing that I want us to look at is your accommodation. Okay, so regarding accommodation, I recommend that you book university housing for your initial stay. It can be more expensive, however, it simplifies your transition, and this is only and only if you do not know anybody in that particular country who's going to help you to book accommodation. If you have somebody who is going to help you when it comes to in terms of accommodation, then you do not have a problem. But if you do not know anybody, it is important for you to book university accommodation. It might be expensive, but remember, your allowance, your monthly stipend is going to help you pay for this. And then you do not have to be too chisel in Ghanaian terms. You do not have to be too chisel. Just bear the cost, and then it's going to help in your transition process. Trust me, once you arrive in Europe, the transition process can be very hectic. So it is important for you to be in a comfortable environment. Then once you are settled and familiar with the area, you can explore other housing options. Okay, so that is it. I wanted to share these things with you. But before I conclude, there's one more bonus tip that I have for you. If you're a guy, learn how to trim your hair. Okay? Learn how to trim your hair. Once you're in Europe and you have your monthly stipend, you can get a barbering machine and then you can start trimming your hair. So visit your local barber, let him or her show you how you can trim your hair yourself. Trust me, you are going to appreciate this skill once you are in Europe. If you're a female, you could equally learn how to braid your own hair before you arrive in Europe. Okay, trust me, once you are in Europe, you are going to appreciate this skill. Okay, so in summary, just make sure that your bags are packed with the right documents and essentials and plan your travel and accommodation in advance. I wish you all the best on your Erasmus Mundus adventure, and I am confident that you would definitely succeed. Thank you for watching, and if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. I hope to catch you in the next video. Stay blessed, and I am out.